Well, good afternoon, everyone. I'm David Potts, the Chief Executive of Morrisons. I'm very pleased to have been asked by the Sustainable Food Trust to give a view from the retailer's perspective. Retail is, of course, the sharp end. It's where millions of customers each week give their feedback and exert enormous influence on the British food industry. They do this by deciding how and where and when to spend their hard-earned cash. Plans, policies and products made in boardrooms, select committees, farms and factories across the UK get voted on every day and in every store. And as Mike Tyson said, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Morrisons has around 500 supermarkets in Britain. We've a large and growing online business, and we're a wholesaler too. As Britain's biggest food maker, we have a different relationship with British food and British farming than other retailers. We have 20 food manufacturing sites across the country, from abattoirs, fruit and vegetable packing, to fish, flowers, bread and eggs. In other words, we don't just sell food, we make it too. In addition, we're British farming's biggest single supermarket customer. And we feel that responsibility, the responsibility of shaping a sustainable relationship between farmer, retailer and customers. Retailers often talk about choice, and for a supermarket customer, choice often means the balance between price and quality, or price and provenance, or price and healthier ingredients, or price and many other factors. But price is always there, and we must never forget that. And for some time now, there have been other choices that customers have been able to make too. For example, organic, free range, corn-fed, or reduced salt, sugar and fat. These all enable customers to choose very precisely their own balance in almost every product and meal occasion. And more recently, there have been other initiatives which give customers a more explicit choice too, such as our For Farmers range, where, for example, customers can choose to pay 10p a litre more for their milk, with the knowledge that all of that 10p goes directly to the farmers. And we've been seeing for quite a while now a surge of interest in sustainability choices. But customers are saying to us they're not equipped to make an informed choice on some sustainability issues. And that's not a surprise. There is often a great deal more heat and light in this particular area. There is no simple traffic light system for sustainability credentials. Is red tractor enough? What does LEAF mean? How much carbon was produced in bringing me these spuds? And is that a lot or is it a little? And that made Morrisons think about the wider picture. If you buy an electric car, for example, you don't have to be an expert on emissions. The car is electric, zero emissions, tick. What is the equivalent for retailers and sustainable farming? And when we thought about that, we decided that if we could say that we'd only be supplied by net zero carbon farms, that would take away the uncertainty, take away the ambiguity. And this lies behind our announcement in March this year, which we called our Net Zero Agriculture Plan. This is a pledge that we'll be completely supplied by net zero carbon British farms by 2030. To achieve it, we'll work with 3,000 farmers and growers to produce affordable net zero carbon meat, fruit, vegetables and eggs. And when it's done, and it will be done, we can look our customers in the eye and say that Morrisons' farming supply chain has net zero carbon emissions. And whilst we're doing it, we're going to ask customers to come with us on that journey. And we're not laying down the law from our head offices. It's a collaboration and a partnership. We want all the farmers we work directly with to build their own paths to net zero farming. but with our encouragement, support, and where it's needed, guidance and investment too. All within a broader set of principles which include good animal welfare and champion biodiversity as an integral part of offsetting those emissions. This shouldn't be an exclusive club, but one which every farmer and therefore every customer is able to access. Our net zero agriculture pledge is a testing and ambitious goal. And you know, it's years ahead of industry expectations too. But we're confident, I'm confident, that we can achieve it. As I said, we take the responsibility of our scale and weight in British farming very seriously. And showing leadership and ambition in this area is an important part of that. But saying it is the easy bit. We now have little more than 9 years to achieve it. Some of it will be achieved much sooner. For example, we believe we can get to net zero carbon exit in 2022. And for the most difficult areas, especially beef farming, we've some very detailed plans in place and have already identified some of the key trial farms where the plans are to be first tested. We've also built a good coalition around the initiative with some outstanding partners. And the response we've had from the farming community has been very positive. We've started to talk and listen to customers too. Their input, their views, their understanding of what we're trying to do and why. For us as a listening organisation, this is a key part of any successful plan. And in this context, as a retailer with an important, ambitious and challenging target, a more strategic approach, such as the global farming metric, which can be championed by diverse companies from banks to retailers, makes a great deal of sense. Understanding how data can quickly and objectively be gathered, how technology helps translate that data into sustainable outcomes that customers really want to see, can only be another step forward. Thank you.